Most people spend decades working for their money, but very few learn how to make their money work for them in retirement. You might be thinking, I've saved what I could, I've got my Social Security, maybe a small pension isn't that enough. Well, here's the truth. You could be leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table if you don't understand how to coordinate your income and taxes in retirement. So today, we're breaking it all down: how to stretch every dollar, reduce your tax burden, and make your retirement income last longer than you ever thought possible. Welcome to Golden Years Finance, where we help you make smarter financial decisions so you can live your best life in retirement with confidence, peace, and freedom. The big idea: retirement is about coordination, not just accumulation. For most of your working life, you've been focused on building wealth, saving, investing, contributing to your 401k. But retirement is a completely different game. Now the question isn't how do I earn more? It's how do I keep more? Think of it like this. If you were climbing a mountain, the first half of the climb up is all about endurance, hard work, and strategy. But the second half of descent is where most accidents happen. That descent is retirement. It's not about how high you climbed. It's about getting down safely. And that means coordinating your income streams, managing taxes, and avoiding costly mistakes that can quietly drain your nest egg. 1. Know your retirement income sources. Let's start with the basics. Your retirement income might come from several different sources, and how you combine them matters. Most retirees have Social Security benefits, pension income if applicable, 401k or IRA withdrawals, investment dividends and interest, part-time work or side income. Each of these income streams is taxed differently. For example, your Social Security might not be fully taxable unless your other income pushes you over a certain threshold. Here's a quick story. Meet Mary and Tom. They are both 67, living comfortably with about $60,000 a year in combined retirement income, mostly from Social Security and a small IRA. But when Tom decided to take an extra $15,000 distribution to buy a car, they were shocked at tax time. That one withdrawal triggered taxes on 85% of their Social Security benefits, adding nearly $3,000 to their tax bill. Why? Because their combined income crossed a key threshold set by the IRS. So the first rule of maximizing income is knowing how your different sources interact. 2. Control the timing of your withdrawals. Retirement income is all about timing. You have more control over your taxable income between ages 59 and a half and 72 before required minimum distributions kick in than at any other point in your life. This is your tax window. During this time, you can strategically withdraw from your IRA or 401k before you hit higher tax brackets later. Convert portions of your traditional accounts into a Roth IRA while tax rates are relatively low. Delay Social Security to increase future benefits while funding your lifestyle from other sources. A financial planner once told me, the decade before and after retirement is a sweet spot for tax planning. And it's true. What you do during those years can either save or cost you tens of thousands in lifetime taxes. 3. The power of Roth conversions. Here's a simple truth. You will either pay taxes now or later, but not both. Roth conversions allow you to pay taxes on your retirement funds now while rates may be lower, and then grow and withdraw them tax-free later. Imagine converting $20,000 a year from your traditional IRA into a Roth over several years. Yes, you'll pay taxes on that amount now, but in exchange, you eliminate future RMDs, required minimum distributions. You reduce your taxable income in your 70s and 80s, and you pass on tax-free income to your heirs. One client I once heard about, let's call him John, began converting small portions of his IRA in his early 60s. By age 70, his Roth had grown significantly. When tax rates went up, his friends were complaining about larger RMDs and tax bills, but John smiled. His income was largely tax-free. That's the long game. 4. Sequence your withdrawals smartly. Most retirees make a simple but costly mistake. They pull money from all their accounts at once. A better way is to sequence your withdrawals. Here's the order that often makes sense. 1. Taxable accounts first, savings, brokerage. 2. Tax-deferred accounts, traditional IRA, 401k. 3. Tax-free accounts, Roth IRA. Why? because it allows your tax-advantaged accounts to grow longer while keeping your taxable income lower in the early years of retirement. It's like peeling the layers of an onion in the right order. 5. Understand how Social Security is taxed. Social Security taxes surprise more retirees than any other single issue. If your provisional income, that's your adjusted gross income plus non-taxable interest plus half your Social Security, exceeds $25,000 for singles or $32,000 for couples, then up to 85% of your benefits could be taxable. The key takeaway: you can control how much of your Social Security is taxed by managing your other income streams, especially from IRAs and pensions. Sometimes, taking less from your IRA and more from your Roth can keep your Social Security benefits mostly tax-free. 6. Don't forget tax-efficient investing. Even after retirement, you'll likely keep some money invested maybe in mutual funds or ETFs. But not all investments are created equal when it comes to taxes. Funds that frequently buy and sell can trigger capital gains every year, and that means higher taxes. Tax-efficient funds, on the other hand, minimize turnover and help reduce your annual tax bill. If you're investing in a taxable account, lean toward index funds, tax-managed mutual funds, municipal bonds for tax-free income. These little choices add up, sometimes saving you thousands a year. 7. Be strategic about giving. If you're charitable, there's a tax-smart way to give in retirement. Once you reach age 70 and a half, you can make qualified charitable distributions, QCDs, directly from your IRA to a charity. The donation counts toward your required minimum distribution, but it's not included in your taxable income. That means you give generously and you save on taxes. 8. Plan for healthcare costs early. Healthcare can quietly become one of your biggest retirement expenses. If you're not yet 65 and not on Medicare, plan for private insurance premiums. After 65, use a health savings account, HSA. Strategically, contributions are tax-deductible, grow tax-free, and can be withdrawn tax-free for medical expenses. One retiree I met named Linda used her HSA to cover dental work, glasses, and prescriptions, all without touching her retirement income. That kept her taxable income low and her Social Security untaxed. Smart planning isn't just about investing, it's about protecting what you've built. 9. Don't ignore state taxes. Not all states treat retirees the same. Some, like Florida, Texas, and Tennessee, have no state income tax. Others tax Social Security or pensions heavily. If you're planning to move in retirement, factor in state tax laws. The difference between a high-tax and low-tax state could equal years' worth of income over time. 10. Get professional help when it counts. Here's the thing. You can absolutely manage your money in retirement yourself, but when it comes to taxes and income coordination, a qualified retirement planner or CPA can be worth their weight in gold. They see patterns you might miss. They can time your withdrawals, conversions, and deduction for maximum savings. And most importantly, they help you avoid costly mistakes. Because in retirement, one small tax decision can ripple through the rest of your life. Retirement isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. You work too hard to hand over more to the IRS than you need to. You deserve to enjoy your golden years, to travel, to give, to relax without the constant stress of wondering if your savings will last. So, take control. Start planning early. And remember, the best way to maximize your retirement income is to be intentional about every dollar, every withdrawal, and every decision. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to Golden Years Finance and hit the bell icon so you never miss another episode. And if you want to go deeper,